today's webinar, we're going to do a ShareFile getting started session. And I just wanted to do a quick introduction about myself. My name is Tepe Umeno. I am a senior customer success engineer for ShareFile. And basically, our role here is to help you with just getting to know the product and getting the best out of the product. And before we get started today, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to join our webinar. And for today's agenda, I'll be going over how to log into ShareFile. And if you can't log into ShareFile, how to find your account, as well as setting up folders and sending and requesting files. And then at the end, we'll also go over using some of the ShareFile desktop tools, like the Outlook plugin and the ShareFile for Windows tool. All right, let's get into the demo. So I have my Gmail account here, and I've got an invite to ShareFile. And when I look into the email, I can see the URL for my ShareFile account and a activation link. So when I hit the activation link, it'll take me to the ShareFile account and go through the prompts for setting up the account. And here is the password portion. Now, typically, we will also have two-factor authentication requirements on your ShareFile account, but for the sake of our demo, we've just disabled it. Okay, and so once I'm logged in here, I can use the share or the request option here directly from the menu. And it'll give me an option to use either from ShareFile or from the computer. So for this, I'm just going to use from the computer. And let's just go ahead and drag this file in here. And then you're going to have the option to generate a link or edit the options. And then from editing the option, you can do view, download, or the edit option. From the dashboard, you can't use the edit option just because it's going directly into your file box, because that's a temporary storage location. Now, I can also change how the link is accessed. So you can do no login required, which means that the link is accessible to the public, or you can set it so login is required for client users or employee users, as well as an expiration date. Now, if you wanted to send it to a specific user, you can send it to them using this link down here on the bottom. And it's really simple. All you have to do is start typing their email address, and it will automatically send them a welcome message to enable their ShareFile account. You can create folders here on the left-hand side. You're going to have personal folders and shared folders. For any kind of collaborative work, you'll want to use the shared folder section. And to create a folder, you'll go to the top right over here, hit create folder. And you can choose the option to add users to the folder or any kind of folder templates that might be available to you. And again, from here, I can add additional users to the folder, same way I was using the links from earlier. But for now, I'm just going to skip this, and I can upload files in here, and then I can go in here and I can also share the document as well too. Requesting documents, for a particular folder, you'll just go into the right-hand side over here, hit request files, and then you can do the either get a link for anonymous access to the folder. Okay, so now let me go over the desktop applications. So to download the desktop applications, you can go to the top right over here where it says apps. And then we have the ShareFile for Windows and the ShareFile for Outlook. I'm going to show you ShareFile for Outlook first. So in ShareFile for Outlook, when you open, when you have the tool installed, right here in the top right, you're going to see a login option. You'll again type in your subdomain. So for me, it's the webinar demo. And then you can manage your settings from here. So these are your default settings for your tool. Like, for example, the automatic conversion rate for the specific sizes and expiration policies. You can also do specific links and how those links are sent, for example, login requirements or the number of recipients for the links. Okay, so when we hit new email, you'll see in the top right again, you'll see the ShareFile options for attach files, request files, or initiate work. And it's really simple to send documents to users. So for me, here's a test message. And again, they don't need to be in ShareFile already. All you have to do is send them the email, and then ShareFile will take care of the rest for you. So you can drag and drop the file in here, and then in the top right, ShareFile will give you the option to convert the attachment. And once it's converted, you can go ahead and hit send. So Outlook tool, very simple. All right, now let's go into the ShareFile for Windows tool. So again, once you have it installed, you're going to have a login page with the subdomain. And now that you have the tool enabled, it's going to load the ShareFile folders in your file explorer as if it's in another drive. And then the bottom right, if you go into your tray, you'll see your ShareFile icon right there. See any kind of activity. And then from the tool itself, you can do the same kind of actions that you can through the web application. So for example, I can share this and create a link, edit options for download, etc. Set the login requirements or the access expiration. So right signature, again, we are incorporating it more into ShareFile. So for example, on the left-hand side, we have signatures and it will redirect you to right signature. Some newer customers might see a different behavior. Instead of going being redirected to Right Signature. If you have a ShareFile account that was created recently, then it will show signature within the ShareFile account. But that is only for net new accounts. Existing accounts will show Right Signature in a different portal. For Right Signature, let me go over how to start a document. So in here, you just hit Start Document, and it gives you the different options here for how to send it for signature. Now, you could do like approvals or feedback as well. But for now, I'm just going to do just a regular signature. So you can choose any kind of Word document or PDF, and it'll generate the file here. And when I hit Prepare Document, you'll have the option to add additional signers. So I can do myself here. And this should, if you have ShareFile linked to Right Signature, it will pull in email addresses from ShareFile. Okay, and so from here, on the right-hand side, you have signature fields, text fields, and all the different kind of options that you can put into the document. So, like for example, if I click in here, it can set, who is going to be filling in these fields. I'll just do myself here. You can also set whether the field is required. And then I'm going to do a signature field, same kind of thing. I can do myself or John, multiple signatures. And you'll notice that the colors change based on who is required for the signatures. Okay. And then from here, you'll send it to your signers. You can set how many days the documents can stay active, whether you'll require some kind of passcode, as in a PIN, to authenticate the users. We also have knowledge-based authentication that will ask the user specific questions to verify their ID. And then you can also add tags in here to find the documents later. So I could do something along with like clients, and then the value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it'll send, when I send the document, I have a few other options. I can download the document as the original PDF here. I can share it. Or I can send reminders, and it shows me from the Right Signature portal that the document is still pending, as well as the tags for the document. All right, that should cover the basics for Right Signature. Sure. So I'm going to treat this like any regular folder on my desktop, right? So here I'm going to make a file, and it shows that it's uploading because of the icon there. And now it's saved back to ShareFile. If I wanted to edit it, I just open it, make some changes, I save it, and again, it saves it back to ShareFile. Now, one thing to note, this ShareFile directory is just a temporary storage location. So it's not going to take up space on your local machine. That's kind of the whole point, is that you can have, terabytes of data on the ShareFile account and not take up that much space on your local machine. Now, let's say, now you should be able to do most of the things that you can on the ShareFile account through the ShareFile for Windows application. But if you needed to go to the web application, you do have an option to open a web app. And it'll take you directly to your ShareFile account. And then you see the file here uploaded back to ShareFile, as well as the different versions that I have saved. Yeah, so if you are in the dashboard like this right here, the share files and the request files, they're going to by default go to the file box. But if you want to do for example, select a item from within ShareFile, then you can go in here and then pick an item. Just like that. Same thing with the request files option. So it'll show file box is your default location. And then you can navigate in here and then pick a specific folder. Now, the file box is going to show up under your folder section and on the left-hand side over here. And you can see that this is uploaded today and it has a as an expiration date here. But you'll also notice in here that I do not have an option to set up folders and such because this file box is, again, a temporary storage location. Sure. Typically, I would say creating a client user, you wouldn't go through this portion. It's easier to do it through like when you're sending a document or adding them to a folder. But if you needed to manually create a client, then you're going to go under the people section, go to browse clients, add client, and then from here, you can type in their name, last name, email address, and then assign them to specific folders within the account. And you can also set, again, the permission levels that the client might have are going to be view only access. So they can only view the items that are inside the folder. They're not allowed to download it unless they have, again, the download permission here. If they only have upload permission like this, then they will see the folder, none of the content inside the folder, and they only have the permission to upload to the selected folder. And then if you give them delete permission, it's going to automatically add view and download permission here. Now, this account, we have anonymous access disabled. So let me go to my other ShareFile account then. I can, again, upload a file. And then when I create the link, this is going to be, let's see. So I'll make it a public link. Set an expiration date for, let's say, 30 days. And it tells you anyone can download without signing in. So now, if I copy this, let's log out, make sure that nobody's logged in, just so you can see. And if I go to the link, it's going to take me directly to the file. And anyone can download this file. Okay, so your personal settings are going to be here on the left-hand side. You'll go into personal settings. And then from here, you'll be able to upload, for example, a profile picture for yourself. Let's say maybe if you want to change your name or reset your password, you should be able to do it through here. You can also change the email notification frequency. So ShareFile is going to send you specific notifications about your ShareFile account. If you want to change those frequencies, you can make those changes here, as well as the default language for your emails. And then at the bottom, the time zone for your ShareFile account as well. And then if we go into the personal security, if ShareFile asks you for a security question, you can change the answer here. And if you have two-step verification enabled, then you can set the phone number or change the authentication app settings through this section. Advanced connections, if you have FTP or WebDAV enabled on the account, you can do that. You can see the configurations through here. And then lastly, the My Apps and Devices, you can see where your ShareFile account has been accessed through. And then you have an option to revoke. Now, if you wanted to invite users to this folder without adding them directly through the people section here, then you can also create a folder invite. So from here, you can set a folder invite for the scary folder and set specific permissions. So let's just do view and download permissions. Max number of signups for the folder link. Let's just say 5. 5 people can sign up to this link and it will expire. This link will expire in 1. Now, anyone that has this link can sign up for the folder. The first 5 people can sign up for this folder. And then the link will expire within 1. The request files here. And you can select a specific location. I would probably put it either in the file box or personal folders. And then when you do get a link, those connections. Make sure you set this to anyone. And then the expiration is set to never expire. And make sure you also have this notification so that you know whenever someone uploads a file to your folder. Okay, and then once you have this link generated, then it's just a matter of going to, let's say, I'm going to just use Gmail here. Your settings, and in your signature, creating a link. So I'm just going to highlight that and then paste that link we generated. And now in your signature, users can access that link in order to upload files to ShareFile. Yeah, so now whenever I compose an email in my signature, I can go to this link. Okay, so let's go into one of my folders here. And let's say I want to share this without a login required. Then I can do edit, send to anyone. And if I wanted to, I could set this to, let's say, a year. Set it to download if needed, or view access, whichever you prefer. Now copy that link. And now anyone who has access to that link should be able to download it from that particular folder. So you see here on my particular folder, it shows that it has 730 days before the files are expired. And this particular file was uploaded a few days ago. So it's going to be active for as long as the file will be active inside the folder.
Now, is that something that it's like an admin permission, or could an atypical employee be able to set that?
It's only going to be able to be set at the root level folder by an admin on the folder. So if you go into advanced folder settings here, you'll see the retention policy. I have it set to 730 days. I can change it to unlimited so that the retention policy goes away. And then from here, then if I needed to, I can change this link now to expire never. And if you saw right there, this is the previous link I had already generated. So I can take the old link and make changes to the link if needed. So down here is going to be a little notification to show you the different things that we have going on. So any kind of new releases that we have coming out on ShareFile, any kind of new videos that we might have released, you're going to see it here. And you can go and watch these videos. So for example, this top one, it'll take you directly to our YouTube channel and such. Sure.
Thank you. Okay, cool. So the what's new, so that's gonna be pretty, pretty big for all of us because we are definitely making lots of improvements to ShareFile, to Write Signature, and bringing in new features. So you definitely want to stay tuned in. And this is one of the places that you can go. We also have a website, or excuse me, a page on our site that tells you what's new, and it gives it to you in like a list format. And it says when it was released and information about it. So definitely, like I said, stay tuned in to what's going on because there's lots of great things that are happening. And we want to make sure that everyone is included.
Yeah, thank you folks for joining our webinar. And again, please go to our resources. And looking forward to seeing you on additional future webinars. Thank you.